Sincere condolences to the family of one of our beloved professors, Professor Justin Ramos, who sadly passed away last month. Today we remember, honor, and celebrate Professor Ramos, a beloved member of our Gen Ed team who first joined the Monroe family in 2013. He was an exceptional educator who had a true gift for teaching and had the respect and admiration of students and peers alike. A friend to so many of us, he will forever be in our hearts. There is a bereavement book circulating around the stands. If you would like to share a memory of Professor Ramos or offer your condolences to the family, please take a moment to sign it before you leave. Now, please welcome Monroe University President Mark Jerome for a few words about our esteemed colleague.
Good evening, everybody. There are times that we come together as a community, and I want to thank you all for the strong turnout. It really is a testament to Professor Ramos's impact on our students, our faculty, and our staff. I want to start by acknowledging Justin's parents, who are sitting here in the front in a beautiful white Monroe University sweatshirt, Juan and Ada. We really appreciate you being here tonight, and we want you to know you have our love and our support from myself and the entire community. We also want to acknowledge his siblings, older siblings, who are watching a webcast of this. His brother Alexis, his sister Denise, and also his beloved niece Marley, and his nephew Johnny. I also want to thank our men's basketball team for allowing us to host tonight, and I want to acknowledge time. Today is a little personal for me because while I knew Professor Ramos from his math professorship, I actually met him 6 a.m. in the mornings at the old New York Sports Club. I used to run alone on the treadmill, the only person running fast. And then one day, I noticed someone running next to me. And those of you who know me, I could be competitive, and I started running faster, and the man next to me started running even faster. And then a few weeks later, the Alumni Association hosted the Monroe University 5K, which I usually won. And the race went out, and all of a sudden, a man went right by me. And that person was Professor Ramos. He won the race. I also shared a love of anime. I didn't know he loved it, but I loved it also. But tonight, it's appropriate we're holding this celebration in the home of our athletics program because Justin was one of the best supporters of all the Monroe Mustangs teams, and you're going to hear about that from our assistant VP for athletics, Lou Melendez, in a little while. We all knew him as an incredible math instructor. He's a person who touched the students. He made math easily digestible. He supported the students. But his family asked us to talk a little bit about another side to him, a more in-depth side. So first, you may not know, he taught himself how to play the piano and how to play the guitar. We understand he actually taught himself American Sign Language. He took dancing lessons, including hip-hop. I never saw him dance, though. He loved to travel, and he loved to paint. He often gave his paintings to his niece and nephews. And then he focused on his studies, and I just want you to know he will be missed by myself, by all the faculty and staff, by all the students, and by the entire Monroe University family. I will be back in a bit, I want to introduce our head of athletics, Lou Melendez, to talk about Justin's impact on our athletic department. Lou Melendez.
Good evening, everyone. Professor Ramos was an avid supporter of our athletic programs. He attended most of our events. He even attended many of the events and games that were away. I remember in 2019 being in the playoffs in Maryland, and at the time I was coaching baseball. I look up at the stands and Professor Ramos was there. I was like, oh wow, that's amazing. He was definitely our #1 fan, and he will be missed. At this time, I'd like Mr. and Mrs. Ramos to come up, and I'd like to present you guys with a gift on behalf of the athletic department. So when Justin took up running, he developed a special bond with the cross-country team, spending time with them, and it's fitting that we provide a signed jersey by our cross-country runners in loving memory of Justin Ramos.
We now have the president of the Anime Club, who Justin started the club. Please join me in welcoming student Ivan Breton.
Thank you, everyone. You know, when I first arrived at Monroe, Professor Ramos was one of the first professors I've ever got to know. One thing that made him so great was that, well, whatever classroom he taught in, whatever course that he taught in front of a classroom, he made sure that there was always comfortability for all of his students. And he made sure that whatever work that needed to be done, it made him with less stress than there already was. In my experience, when I first came, he put me at ease with how I did my work and helped me build a lot more confidence in how I would go on with my studies here at Monroe. One thing that also made Professor Ramos great was that he took interest onto his students' hobbies and interests, which leads us to the Anime Club here at Monroe. Now, when I first joined, it was small. Not much attention to it. But over the course of a lot of great semesters, and meeting a lot of great new people who shared my interests, it grew into an activity where people can relax, have fun, and share their interests with those who share the same. Professor Ramos called it an escape from all the stress the student can have and help themselves put their minds at ease. You know, because of him, I was able to make friends that share similar interests and go on trips that I never got to go on before. You know, as the president of the Anime Club here at Monroe, I will truly miss Professor Ramos and hopefully continue the club in his memory. And it would be a disappointment to know that he is gone, but I'll forever live on for his hearts, and I know that he'll be proud that I'll live on in his memory. Thank you.
To end, I'd just like, for in honor of Professor Ramos, a moment of silence, please. Thank you very much. And the teams, we appreciate you accommodating us. Thank you. And the family, we appreciate it. Thank you guys. We appreciate it.
As is customary prior to basketball games, the game ball is presented to the referees alongside the captains from each team. In honor of Professor Ramos, here to deliver the game ball for tonight's matchup are Justin's parents, Juan and Ida Ramos.
Welcome in, ladies and gentlemen, to Monroe Athletic Complex. Lloyd Wilson with you as we get set for another home matchup for the Mustangs going against Drive Basketball Academy. For Drive Basketball Academy, they're coming in here all the way from Europe, talking on the sideline to Justice Graham, the head coach for the Drive, and just talking to him really about what this team is about. You know, not much information online about him, so just being able to hear him and talk to him about his team coming up. He says this is a matchup that he likes to have every year against a great squad like the Mustangs. And for the Mustangs, coming into this one 15-4, just got their win against Raritan Valley Community College a few days ago over the weekend. Let's look at some of the starters first. Away for the away team, number 1, Jamie Kotanemi at the guard position. At the other 2 guard position, Abdullah Amzil. At the 4 position, Brunel Madzu. Filling out the guard position, Garang Mukal. And at the center position, filling out the starting 5, is the tall center, Tom Guma. On the other side for the home team for the Mustangs, at the guard position, Eric Mahiha. Jordan Sanders at that other guard position. At the forward, Riley Dunn. Filling out the guard position, Ryan Williams Jr. And the center, the big man, down low, the 6'7" forward, number 21, Hassan Washington. As we're getting set, Washington passes to Sanders. Ryan Williams Jr. already on the attack, jamming it home, not wasting any time, getting this game underway. An emotional day here at Monroe University, celebrating the life and legacy of one of the professor and beloved professors here, and Mr. Ramos. Mid-range jump shot, this one no good from Guma. Fighting for the rebound, last touch by the Mustangs. So Drive basketball. The Drive do a pretty good job at home, or more than a good job at home. 10-0 at the home plate. When in Europe, head coach Graham talked to us and said that they haven't lost a game at home in 2 years. 5 seconds left to go on the shot clock. Pressing defense here from the Mustangs, and here comes Ryan Williams Jr. on the attack. Picks up his dribble, cross-court pass to Sanders. Not hesitant of shooting that one. Long ball is no good, and rebound by Guma. Guma on the attack, spinning inside the lane, not able to get it. Fighting for the rebound, blocked at the rim by Dunn. Fighting for Hassan Washington on the ground for it. And it looks like the Mustangs were able to get a timeout, and they were. Hassan Washington taking a brief moment to just get his bearings under him. And he's able to get the timeout called, 30-second timeout, so we'll keep things here. Looking at some of the stars from last timeout's game, leading the team in scoring was Hassan Washington, finished with a double-double, 27 points and 12 rebounds. Well past the season average, averages around 10 to 12 points per game. Coming out of the timeout, here are the Mustangs. Nice pass inside. Washington, almost a wild shot, but fouled underneath the basket by Jamie Kutanemi. That'll be his first.
Drive foul on number 1, Jamie Kontuniemi. That's his first personal.
So Kutanemi,
First at the line for Monroe.
Kontuniemi.
Trey Washington.
First shot, no good from Washington. Shooting around 75% from the charity stripe this season. able to knock down the other one. Rather, he did knock down one of two from the line. Fighting down low. Shot no good for Muang, and inside by Dunn, rejected at the rim. Attacking the rack, setting his feet, firing from three, no good from Kantanunemi. Mejiha here, goes behind the back. Nice move here. Shadow by Umzil. Cross court to Sanders. Sanders inside. Pick and pop, try to get it to Dunn. 15 seconds left to go on the shot clock. Mejiha, nice dive inside and an easy jam for Hassan Washington. And it's a 5-0 run for the Mustangs. They've come out here hot on defense as well as offense, getting any look that they want. Timeout on the floor, and it's going to be another 30-second timeout, but now from the opposing team from Drive Basketball. The Drive have not scored in these last 3 minutes of play, or creeping on 3 minutes, about 2:48. Looks like substitutions being made. Aaron Aquari has come in now for Drive. And this press defense here from the Mustangs, putting pressure on Drive Basketball, or rather Drive Academy, and a foul by Ryan Williams Jr. from behind.
Monroe foul on number 10, Ryan Williams Jr. That's his first personal, team's first.
Williams just picked up his first personal, team's first as well. Here's Umzil at the top of the key. Here's Aquere, and hey, he's stripped away from the basketball. Riley Dunn on the attack, doesn't have numbers. Euro stepping inside, wild shot at the rim, no good. Fighting for it was Ryan Williams Jr. trying to pat that one out. Drive Academy comes along with it. Guma running now the point. At the top of the key, that was McCall swinging around. McCall back at the top of the key. This is a tall lineup for Drive Academy. Have to be able to use their size inside. They haven't. And then getting away with the three wide open, hand down, man down was Jordan Sanders, but nice shot that time by Abdullah Umzil. Finally getting points on the board. Sanders trying to respond with a three of his own, and he does. Knocks it down from long range. Back-to-back three-pointers from both teams. Mustangs still hold the lead, 8-3. 16:34 now left to go in this first half. Far side of Kutuyemi. Umzil back to Kantayumen. And this one is stripped away. Mustangs on the attack. It's a 3-on-2. Ryan Williams Jr. into the rack, and he comes up short with it, but fouled on the layup attempt.
Drive foul on number 14, Abdullah Umzil. That's his first personal.
Umzil picked up the personal, so it's his first, team's second. Ryan Williams Jr. at the charity stripe. The sophomore from Queens, New York, standing at 6'4". Had 11 points and six rebounds in their win against Raritan Valley. A game against Raritan Valley which started to, be really competitive early on. And then that second half, the Mustangs just continue to pile on. Defense is what really led the way, and obviously making shots in transition. Substitutions from Drive Academy coming in for the first time tonight, A.J. Toa. Here's Tawa. Tawa gives it back out to Washington. Almost pretty much a double pump jump shot. Able to rattle that one in. 10-7, rather 10-3. Correction, 12-3 now. Tawa airmails it. And then tried to hit that one off of Sanders and getting the offensive rebound and laying that one up and in was McCall. Here's Washington on the other end. Mejiha has his shoelace untied, but doesn't matter. He still goes in and lays that one up. Shoelaces are kind of long. Thought his shoes were untied. Doesn't stop him. 14-5 in favor of the Mustangs. Here's Guma. Picks up his dribble. Tawa, not shy. Finds a cutting man. And then losing the handle was McCall. Alley-oop pass to Williams. Ryan Williams Jr. A highlight play for the Mustangs. They're pouring it on here early in this game. We're only 6 minutes in. Guma inside, sprays it to the outside for three, and knocking it down was Umzil. Mahia trapped on the far side, lost his dribble, gets it right back. Sanders, spot up three, knocks it down. Jordan Sanders locked in from deep. Now his second long ball in this game. Guma to Umzil, back to Guma, playing catch. Picked up and shadowed by Dunn. Tower inside, stripped for a brief moment. Euro stepping in between the lane. Guma now inside to the rack and reverse layup, looking for the foul, doesn't get it, but a strong move to the hole. Mahia probing the lane, picks up his dribble. Now to Williams Jr. Nice pick and roll, but denied at the rim. A nice block from Iquere. Tower. Spot up three, straight on. That one too strong, and a strong rebound from Washington. Guma in Drive Academy struggling from three. Sanders trying to beat this, if you will, half-court press. And a foul called on Umzil. Second personal. Dunn will take a seat. Qing Fong Pong will come in for the first time tonight. In their last game, he had 8 points against Raritan Valley. Beating the double team was Mahia, but no good on the three-point shot from Pong, attacking the rack with abundance, but not able to get that one to go. There's Iquere. Another substitution. They say jump ball, but the possession arrow goes in favor of Drive Academy. Fakir Mosley comes in. Taking a seat was Mahia, who is coming to the side, limping a bit. They get it in. Iquere, this one nearly stolen away. Guma to the rack, tried to double clutch and reverse it, looking for the foul, doesn't get it. Here's Mosley now on the attack on the far side. Mustangs had numbers, hand off to Sanders. Sanders cross court now to Ryan Williams Jr. Attacking the rack, tried to get a body under the rim, but not able to control it. Rebounded by Tower and then stolen away from Washington. Here comes a highlight play and a dunk from Hassan Washington as the Mustangs go up 11. 8 minutes in, and the Mustangs continuing to play pressing defense, and they're getting steals from it. And transition points have been the story so far. And
second at the line for drive, shooting 2 shots, Kale Koskinen.
so officially Koskinen. So Koskinen, Scott is able to knock down the first one.
For Monroe, number 5, Riley Dunn.
So Dunn comes back into the game. Ryan Williams Jr. and Hassan Washington take a seat, and coming into the game for the first time, number 25, David Uma Imatu, or the Imatu. Not able to get the second one was Koskinen. And coming into the game for the first time tonight is Brunel Madzu. A little shot clock violation, not violation, but shot clock malfunction. Also into the game is Nanti Ruhil Lanti. Ruhil Lanti to Umzil. Long range three. That one no good, and had to get that one up for the shot clock violation. Here comes Sanders looking for the screen. He picks up his dribble and gives this one back out to Mosley. Mosley looking for his action to get moving in this offense. Pong at the top of the key. He's now double teamed. Cross court, high skip pass. Now inside the Dunn. Dunn not able to control it. Going up, but it was looking for a foul and stripped away. Umzil attacking the rack and going body to body with Dunn was Ekfere and is able to bang that one off glass. 21-13, still in favor of the Mustangs as we're now halfway through the first half. And they're going to say he stepped on the line, so it's a turnover for the Mustangs.
It's drive basketball.
The Drive are 1 for 5 in their last 5 possessions. This one a long run from Umzil, not able to knock it down. Here's Sanders. Sanders then fouled at midcourt by Bruno Amadzu.
Drive foul on number 35, Brunel Matsu. That's his first personal.
First personal.
Team's fourth.
Team's fourth.
Back on the floor for
So one more and they're going to be in the bonus after the next one. So Sanders will take a seat. His replacement back into the game is Mahia. Drive playing this press defense and pretty much double teaming each ball handler. Doesn't matter, from the far side, knocking it down was David Imetu. When you're doubling one, you're gonna leave a man open more likely, and making them play was Imatu. Nearly losing the ball was the Drive and Madzu. That push shot no good. Here's Mosley. Mosley not worrying about the press. Kicks it back out to Matu. And he's going to be fouled more likely on the floor as soon as he tried to dribble, he was met with contact.
drive foul on number 14, Abdullah Amzil. That's his third personal. Team's fifth.
So now after this one, Mustangs will be in the bonus. Substitutions being made for the Drive. Umzil will take a seat. A.J. Tawa comes back in. Fakir Mosley airmails it, but right there to clean up the trash, or was done, and he has that one swatted away at the rim. Here's Madzu using the screen inside, high off the glass, able to get the friendly roll. Nice move by Madzu with his offhand. Mosley, retreat dribbles, now gets it past. Mahia, hop stepping inside, picks up his dribble, back out to Mosley. Mosley now hop steps himself inside. Done, short corner, jump shot, comes up short. Ahead, floater off glass, no good from Rulanti. Done on the floor for it, and then Pong able to save it. Pong not wasting any time to get past. Crossover move inside, driving to the basket, high off glass, and he's hit the deck hard as he's fouled by Koskinen.
Drive foul on number 0, Kale Koskinen. That's his first personal.
Koskinen
Team
will
sixth.
pick up his first foul.
Line for Monroe, shooting 2 shots.
So shooting 2 shots after the now 16th foul is Quing Fong Pong. Drills that one.
Now on the floor for Monroe, number 21, Trey Washington. For drive, number 32, Garang McCall.
Hassan Washington comes back into the game for the Mustangs. Back into the game for drive is McCall. Here's McCall. So Rochelle back to McCall. Right hand layup is good through the defense. Great defense that time by Mutu. Hassan Washington not able to get that mid-range Jimmy to go. Here comes Madzu. Madzu straight on. No good, and Imatu with the rebound. Kick up ahead to Mahia, showing his flash and dash and moves, and Mahia is able to get it to Amatu. Amatu met with a lot of contact. Surprised no foul was called. Ruhilanti showing his nice rotation with the ball off the glass. 26-19, still in favor of the Mustangs as the driver going on a little run here. Met at the rim, but doesn't matter. Fakir Mosley able to lay that one up and in. Able to control his body at the point of contact. Both teams playing with a lot of pace, not a lot of fouls called in this one. Not a lot of free throws from either team, as this one no shot from McCall. Oh, Pong with the vision and with the layup and the foul is Metu. Quing Fong Pong showing his playmaking ability with a nice left-hand pass, and finishing the job was Metu. So the freshman forward from Nigeria is going to the line from one more. And Metu able to put that one up and in. Substitutions being made by the Mustangs. Fakir Mosley would take a seat. Ryan Williams Jr. comes back into the game. For that layup, from Rochelle, the driver 1 and 7 in their last 7 possessions. Here's Madzu now, swinging it around. Rochelle in the far side corner, no good, rebounded by Pong. Mahia comes back to get it, poked away from behind, still keeps the ball. This one off glass. Great concentration and body control in midair. Able to get that over the 5'6", Nkwere. Madzu, no good from the corner. Mahia pushing the pace, getting past half court. No resistance there. Pong straight on 3, no good. Fighting for the rebound. Here's Washington. Washington reverse layup, able to get the roll. Hassan Washington doing work down low as he's trying to get his hair tie back on his hair during the play. 35-19 Mustangs, 5:35 left to go in this first half. Madzu again, same spot, same result, and then getting the rebound, and the offensive rebound was Nkwere, but then the foul committed by the Mustangs and going to the line now is Madzu. Quing Fong Pong, the guilty party on the reach, or the foul rather, picks up his first personal. So Madzu, who's been struggling from the field so far, able to get to the charity stripe, gets that friendly roll to go.
On the floor for Monroe, number 15, Killian Ethart.
Killian Ethart comes in for Pong.
Koskinen, and number 6, Santeri Lugo.
Kale Koskinen comes back into the game. Second shot from Madzu is good. Into the game for the first time also is Santeri Lugo. So Madzu takes a seat. And Guma back in for drive. Knocks down both free throws, so it makes it 35-21. Here are the Mustangs, been doing a really good job on offense. Inside, floater, no good from Mahiha, and on the ground, got his own offensive rebound. Metu, and then losing the ball, try to at least go up strong with it, was Washington. Wasn't a fan of the call. Monroe 9-2 in the last 2.5 minutes. And for drive, trying to put a good offensive possession together. They're now 1-6 in their last 6 possessions from the field, and then 1-10 in their last 3-point shots. Oh, nice pick ahead. Metu inside, and then lays that one up and in right in front of his defender. Here's now Guma bringing up the basketball. His team down 16 in this first half. Push shot comes up short. Tried to push that one in front of Washington. Koskinen also struggling from the field, just like his entire team. And then try to do a pick and roll, nothing there, but getting the ball was Ryan Williams Jr., but out of nowhere was Hassan Washington tapping that one back up and in. And now it's an 18-point lead in favor of the Mustangs. Timeout taken, and we'll take one as well. Mustangs leading this one by 18, 39-21, exactly 4 minutes left to go in this first half. We'll be right back here for more first half action. Back here from Monroe Athletic Complex, Lloyd Wilson with you. Mustangs lead this one by 18, 39-21. Leading the charge for the Mustangs in scoring so far is the freshman forward from Nigeria, in David Imatu. With 10 points, 4 or 5 from the field. Right behind him with 9 points is Hassan Washington, 4 or 6 from the field. Guma to the newly inserted man, and Emilio Martinez.
Out of bounds. Last touch by Monroe.
Last touch by the Mustangs. So drive will get it. And Martinez, again, newly inserted into the game for the first time tonight. Guma looks like he almost wasn't aware of the pass. Zil looked like he wanted to shoot it. Driving inside, Euro step in, and then the reach-in foul from Washington.
Monroe foul on number 21, Trey Washington. That's his first personal, team's 4th. At the line for drive, shooting 2 shots, Abdullah Mzil.
Abdullah Mzil at the line, has 2 personal fouls himself on the defensive end, and is not able to knock down this free throw, as it's just been a horrible shooting affair for all of Drive Academy. Mzil 2 for 4 from the field.
Last touch by drive.
Here come the Mustangs. Up 18 with 3:30 left to go in this first half. Mahiha. Ryan Williams Jr. finds Hart in the corner for 3. No good. And rebounded by Drive. Guma swings it across. Umzil. Looks like he got away with a carry. Back up top to Guma. Drive, not able to get any good-looking shots. This one a fadeaway, difficult shot by Koskinen, and it just looks like it's hard offense right now for Drive Academy. Mejia back to Sanders, who just came back into the game. Washington, reverse, hanging and laying. Hassan Washington, great body control. 20-point lead in favor of the Mustangs here at home. Ball going all the way around the timeline. 15 seconds left to go on the shot clock. They find a Guma inside. That one blocked, and they're going to call for a goaltend against Hassan Washington. So count the points. Coming back into the game is Riley Dunn. Washington takes a seat more likely for the rest of this first half, as he's had a tremendous first half. Now with 11 points after his layup on the last possession. Mejia, and then he is now stripped from Drive Academy. Martinez with the active hands, and then Sanders nearly with the steal himself. Rather, that was Luco on the steal. Here's Luco now, back to Guma. Guma, Euro stepping, and a wild shot at the rim with no body control. Mejia inside, and then he's hitting it off glass. Don't count the basket. Foul came before the basket. Foul be called on the floor.
Fouls on drive number 9, Emil Martinez. That's his first.
So Martinez gets the foul. And that was actually Martinez who did get that steal. Shot is good from Mejia.
Will shoot one more.
Second shot from Mejia coming up. Not able to knock down that one, and looking to check in the game at the scorer's table is Manuel Peral. Pick and roll, not aware of the pass was Koskinen. Sanders, alley-oop pass, and me mistakenly was trying, well, he was trying to throw it up to Ryan Williams Jr., but he ends up just floating it up and in. As we saw him just put his hands up like, hey, 2 points is 2 points. Pick and roll here. Umzil nearly stripped. Guma looking for the screen. They give it to Umzil in the far side corner. That one too strong, his back iron. Multiple bodies colliding for the basketball. Martinez now here on the near side wing. Now driving baseline, picks up his dribble inside to Guma. Guma lays almost laid the ball up, but left it short. It looks like it was going to go in, but the pressure from the opposite side caused the ball to come up short.
Drive foul number 20, Tom Guma.
They said there was a foul under, and it was by Guma. Guma picks up his first foul, with the team in the bonus now after 7 fouls.
Shooting 1-1, Killian Ethart.
Killian Ethart now at the charity stripe for the first time tonight. That shot no good on the 1-and-1. Here's Guma, his team down by a bunch, 44-23. Well, now 45 seconds left to go in this first half. Here's Koskinen. Now to Luco, back to Guma. Guma. Long range three, that one too strong from Luco. Guma with his own offensive rebound. Luca picks up his dribble, brings it back out. Umzil, and then Sanders is going to be called for the reach-in.
Monroe foul at number 4, Jordan Sanders. That's his first personal, team's 5th.
Guma. Long one from Martinez, and this one just goes out of bounds.
It's Monroe basketball.
So the Mustangs have an opportunity to get one more shot before they go into halftime, and they've done nothing but dominate. Here's Perot with the basketball. Just coming into the game for the first time. Spinning, has to get going. Back out to Sanders. 5 seconds left to go. Dumping inside. Riley Dunn inside. Ryan Williams Jr. not aware of the game clock. And that will do it for the first half of the Mustangs have dominated this entire first half. And leading the charge has been Hassan Washington, now leading the team in scoring. Before it was David Amitu who was leading it with 10 points, but now Washington with 10 points, 5 for 7 from the field. Right behind him is Ametu. And behind them is Jordan Sanders, has a couple of threes as well as a tough few lays inside the paint. But that'll do it here for the first half from Monroe Athletic Complex. Mustangs leading this one by a big margin, 44-23. We'll be back for second half action after this intermission. back here as we're getting set up for the second half, about 66 seconds. Getting set for the second half as the Mustangs have dominated this one, leading big, 44-23. Leading the charge again for the Mustangs, Hassan Washington with 11 points, 5 for 7 from the field. Right behind him, David Emetu, 10 points, 4 or 5 from the field, perfect from the charity stripe, and also from three-point range as well. Jordan Sanders also in the mix with 8 points, 2 for 3 from the charity, rather from three-point range. But on the other side, for Drive Academy, just have been struggling shooting 25% from the field and only 12% from three-point range, 2 for 16. Not good shots. Some shots have been actually forced. Have to find a way to get better looks if they want to get back into this game. For Monroe, some things to look at before the end of that first half. Went on an 18-4 run for about 7 minutes, just completely dominated that back end or that final stretch of that first half. And for Drive Academy, went scoreless in the last 2 minutes of that first half. And in their last 13 shots, they're now 1 for 13, or they were 1 for 13 coming into now this second half. So we'll have to see how they're able to improve their looks as we get things set. For the away team in Drive Academy, Kota Yemi on the floor along with McCall, Madzu, who's been struggling from the field, Guma, and then filling it out is Amzil. And for the Mustangs, Ryan Williams Jr., Maia, Hassan Washington out there, Sanders, and Riley Dunn. So your starters back out there for the Mustangs that they have a commanding lead entering this second half. Here's Riley Dunn, finds a cutting Washington. Washington blocked from behind, but got a piece of the skin. Was McCall. I believe they'll call that on him.
Drive foul on number 1, J.B. Conte-Niemi. That's his
Rather, they called on Conte-Niemi.
first of the second half. At the line for
Conte-Niemi picks up his second personal. It was an active shooting, so Hassan Washington at the charity stripe for 2. Again, Washington 1 for 2 from the line tonight with 11 points, looking to add to his totals, and he does now with 12 for the Mustangs, coming off of a win against Raritan Valley Community College, 85-63. Washington, of course, a double-double machine. Had 27 and 12. Missed the second. Extends the lead now by 22. Here's Madzu, struggling from the field. Let's see if he can get things going here. He gets the screen from McCall. Back up top to Amzil. Amzil, quick first step into the lane and high off glass. Able to get that one to go. Washington nearly got a piece of it. Mejia, done, nowhere to go, gives it to Ryan Williams Jr. Finds a cutting Sanders, that pass too strong, and Ryan Williams Jr. able to keep it on their side. Washington, back up top to Sanders. Shot clock at 10. To Dunn, pick and roll here. Bounce pass and try to look for Ryan Williams Jr., but that one stripped away from Madzu. Goes behind the back. Being patient with his dribble and kicks it back out to Goma. Amzil, far side. One-on-one with Dunn. Into the lane. That one comes up short. Amzil looking for the foul, doesn't get it. Mejia on the attack. Sees food inside and lays that one up and in. Mejia just seems like every time he picks up his head, he doesn't see a mismatch he doesn't like. Attacks it no matter what. Guma to Madzu. He in the screen from Amzil. Coming around. Conte-Yemi to Guma. Guma rejects the screen. Back out to Amzil. Amzil stands still 3. Knocks it down. Amzil, outside of him, and maybe Guma, the scoring hasn't really came from anybody else from Drive Academy. Mejia, Sanders, far side, got his guy in the air like a Pop-Tart. Jump shot, no good. Rebounded, strong one from Ryan Williams Jr., nearly taken away. Sanders gets it on the far side. going one-on-one with McCall. Inside, and finds a wide-open Washington for an easy jam. Hassan Washington and the guards just have this chemistry that is unspoken. It's usually a look or it's just a feel of the game. And it's just working for the Mustangs as they're up still by a big margin, 49-28. Kontanyemi inside, bumped into his own man, able to get the shot off glass though. Mahia finds a wide open Sanders, great concentration, and he knocks it down. Jordan Sanders now adding to his totals and gets in double figures with that three. Came in the second half with 8 points, now with 11, 3 for 5 from beyond the arc. Stand still and straight on three, no good from Madzu. Inside, laying it up and in, plus the foul was McCall. He'll go to the line for one more for the old-fashioned three-point play.
Fouls on Monroe, number 5, Riley Dunn. That's his first personal. Team's first of the second half.
Abdullah Amzil, as this free throw is no good from McCall. Leading the team in scoring with 11 points. Here's Sanders. Stops, pops, and drills it. Sanders in a groove now, and he's showing some kind of swagger out on the court, adding on to his totals now with 13 points. Inside, Amzil, reverse layup is good. Mahia on the far side. Retreat dribbles, goes between the legs, and brings this one back out. Now goes inside. Mid-range, falls down, airballs it. Hassan Washington not a fan of the call, as he's called for the reaching call.
Team second.
Picks up his first personal foul. Amzil. And this one stolen away from Sanders. Sanders bumped, no foul called initially, and here he goes. Mahia, far side, being patient, kicks it back out to Dunn. Dunn, hop stepping and then looking for Washington to be there. Washington like he's hobbling a little bit, and a strong take to the rim is Amzil, but fouled by Sanders.
Monroe foul on number 4, Jordan Sanders.
Sanders picks up his second personal. Quing Fong Pong looking to check in.
Drive, shooting 2 shots. Abdullah Emzil.
Amzil knocks that one down. Quing Fong Pong comes in for Riley Dunn as he'll take a seat. Drive Academy shooting horrendously from three-point range. 1 for 13 in their last three-point attempts. Last 13 three-point attempts, rather. Mahia on the far side gives it to Sanders. And now here's Drive Academy putting some pressure in the half court. All the way and open for the easy dunk. Busts the foul. He was going to have an easy dunk was Hassan Washington. But coming out of nowhere was McCall. And a hard foul from behind. And Hassan Washington to the line for the old-fashioned three-point play.
That's his first personal.
McCall picks up his first personal.
Washington will shoot 1 shot.
Team second, and Washington will shoot one more. Largest lead we've had in this game was 57-36, which is our score right now. And this is now the largest lead of the game as it just got trimmed down by 3 for Abdullah Amzil. Sanders hopping in between the lane, jumped up in the air with nowhere to go. This one's going to be easy steal and a layup in transition for Guma. Sanders looks like he got hit. Mejia shoots it from straight on, no good. Gets his own offensive rebound, then has this one stolen away. Madzu doesn't have numbers. McCall is still going to take it inside, and he's going to be called for a travel. Only one team has led this entire way, and it has been the Mustangs. They have not surrendered the league at all in tonight's matchup. McCall's going to take a seat. Kale Koskinen comes back into the game. Mejia gets out of harm's way, spins out of it. Ping Fong Pong looking for Washington under the basket. Washington telling him to throw it up higher. Pong with the inbound. Ryan Williams Jr. finds Sanders off the curl. That shot no good. He's been doing pretty well from three-point range today. Guma, Umzil to Madzu. Back to Umzil, straight on. That one no good from the wing. Ryan Williams Jr. bounce pass to Mejia. Mejia being patient. Oh, crosses over, goes inside, kicks it back out. Ryan Williams Jr. Mejia, those two playing catch. Back to now Ryan Williams Jr. on the far side corner. Driving baseline inside. Finds Jordan Sanders as he dribbles, pulls up, and knocks it down once again. Jordan Sanders on a tear, and it's going to cause Drive Academy to take a timeout. 59-41, 13:45 left to go in this game. Mustangs continue to pour it on. We'll be right back here from Monroe Athletic Complex after this. Back here at Monroe Athletic Complex. Lloyd Wilson with you. Mustangs up in this one by a large margin. Up 18. Our largest lead is 22. Guma. Here it comes. Drive Academy out of the timeout. And it leads to a triple from Umzil. Umzil again. I've mentioned it before, without his contributions, who knows where this team would be. Now leading the team in points, 21 of them. Alley-oop to Ryan Williams Jr. from the weak side. Ryan Williams Jr., in fact, was the first one to score in tonight's matchup and got our game started. Looking at his hand as if he's bleeding. Hopefully he's okay. Called on the reach-in was Pong.
Foul on number 33, Chu Fan Pang. That's his third personal. Team's fourth.
Into the game for Drive Academy is A.J. Tawa. Also into the game for the Mustangs is Davey Matu. Here. Inside, cross-court pass. Pong at the top of the key. Pong pulls up. That one no good. And then the follow-up, cleaning up the trash, David Imitu. Drive Academy looking for something to get going. This one reverse from the weak side. Laying that one up and in is Tom Guma. Mejia. Oh, nice move inside. Spinning under the basket. No good. But able to tip that one up and in is Pong. Kling Fong Pong has provided a nice little spark off the bench. Not shooting particularly well, but it's making all the hustle plays, as this one's going to be a foul inside. Pong with 4 points, 1 for 4 from the field. Again, but he's still making impact plays.
Team's fifth. At the line for drive, shooting 2 shots.
David Imatu, the guilty party on the foul, picks up his first. Hamzil continuing to score at a high level now with 22 points. Substitutions being made as Mejia take a seat. Fakir Mosley, who we haven't seen since the midway part of that first half, has come back into the game. As we're a minute 46, halfway removed from the game in the second half. Pressure from Strive Academy. Ryan Williams Jr. Looks like he was trying to get a body at the rim. No foul called.
Drive foul on number 32.
Reckless abandon from Ryan Williams Jr.
Team's third. At the line.
And he's just smiling, laughing it off like it's nothing. We know he has ups, jumping out of the gym like it's no problem. Zimatu is good from the free throw line, his first shot of 2. Second shot, no good. And now here's Guma from Zil. Back into the game is Querway. Guma inside, lowering the shoulder off glass, able to get the roll. Tom Guma. Not a bad day himself from the field. Has 8 points, but he's been struggling from the field. 4 of 10. Fakir Mosley, as he just throws this one away out of bounds.
It's drive basketball.
Game is still not over. Mustangs got to make sure they don't get sloppy. Mustangs up 16. 10:57 left to go in the game. So a lot of time left. Largest lead for the Mustangs has been 22. Aquire, cross-court pass, which you're not supposed to do as the ball comes here to the broadcast booth. We're just fine. Ryan Williams Jr. comes to save the day.
Last touch by Monroe.
Hopefully everyone's okay. Guma picks up his dribble. Fake pass, nearly stolen this one away from the Mustangs. Inside with the layup. Eric Aguirre. Fakir Mosley, this one not able to get to Jordan Sanders, as it was a crazy hook shot like pass. And that's going to put him right on the bench. So Mosley takes a seat. Eric Mejia comes back into the game. Amzil, hop steps inside, just forcing his way there. No good. Sanders able to get it. Hit off of one of Drive Academy players. Ryan Williams Jr. tried to get it on the other end, and it leads to a wide open triple for Drive Academy, who has now cut down this lead for the Mustangs down to 11. Mejia inside, fouled hard at the rim. And Mejia is gonna take his time getting up. He took a hard hit.
Drive foul at number 51, Aaron Ekvere. That's his first personal. Team's fourth.
off for the personal. That'll be his first. Timeout taken by Drive Academy. Full timeout taken. They take a timeout, so we'll take one as well. We'll be right back here from Monroe Athletic Complex, 66-55, still in favor of the Mustangs. Back here from Monroe Athletic Complex, head coach Jeff Brewstad not happy with his team as his team was up 22, deficit now cut down to 11. For Drive Academy, going on a 7-0 run, then a 9-1 run, and before that 3, again, we talked about how they were 1 for 13 in their last 13 three-point shots. Well, after that rather, they're now 3 for 4 from three-point range. Drive Academy has cut down the deficit to 11, but goes back up 12 thanks to Eric Mejia at the line, back up to 13. Turnovers have been the key to points off, or points coming from either team. Getting the steal, here come the Mustangs. Ryan Williams Jr. picks up his dribble and just pretty much gave himself up. Dangerous pass to the far side. Eric Mejia wants to slow things down. Washington coming to give him a screen, back into the game. Washington at the top of the key. 16, now 15 seconds left to go on the shot clock, and then fouled was Ryan Williams Jr. by McCall.
Drive foul at number 32, Garon McCall. That's his third personal.
Mustangs have 19 bench points compared to Drive's 10. But the way that Drive has been able to get back into this game are points off turnovers. 13 points off turnovers for Drive Academy. Three-point shot, able to knock it down. Eric Mejia shooting a 41% clip from three-point range this season. And it was a much-needed 3 to get this lead back up in their favor. 71-55, 8:38 left to go in the game. Guma, far side. Toa, inside strong, wild shot, layup. Able to get a foul with a drive to the basket. More likely we'll call it in the act of shooting.
Monroe foul at number 4, Jordan Sanders. That's his third personal.
Jordan Sanders now has 3 personal fouls. 2 more and his day is done.
A.J. Tower is at the line for
The
Drive.
way the Mustangs were able to get out to such a dominant lead in that first half was their second chance opportunities created by Hassan Washington, and even some kickouts and some deflections from Ryan Williams Jr. 11 points off second chance points and opportunities. Pong inside. Mine got away with a travel. Ryan Williams Jr. at the wing. 15 seconds left to go on the shot clock. Williams Jr. back out to Pong. Pong looks like he almost got away with a travel, and inside, bang with the trees, and Goma, nothing there. Shot clock is reset because it did hit rim. Mejia has to get out of the corner, and he does. A long-range 3. That one too strong for Metu. And here comes Drive Academy. 7:50 left to go in the game. Nearly a steal from Sanders, and he does get the steal. Inside the Pong. That's now 18 steals for the Mustangs. Ryan Williams Jr. just passing the ball inside the paint, not able to get a bucket under the basket, and Metu upset with himself. He couldn't put it back in, but he's fouled.
Drive foul on number 32, Garang McCall. That's his 4th personal.
Garang McCall now with 4 personal fouls, 1 more, and he's done.
Timeout, Monroe.
So timeout taken by the Mustangs as they want to talk things over. Make sure they finish off this game the right way. Up 22 at one point, the largest lead of our game. Cut down to 11, now 71-56, 7:32 left to go. Full timeout taken by the Mustangs. We'll be right back here from Monroe Athletic Complex. Back here from Monroe Athletic Complex, Lloyd Wilson with you. So we're trying to see how this one's going to fall for the Mustangs. Up 71-56. Here they are after the timeout. Metu for 3. Drills it from 3-point range. David Metu doesn't shoot many threes. Doesn't shoot it at a high clip. Able to knock that one down. 74-56. 7:12 left to go in the game. Guma. This one's stolen away from the Mustangs. This is how they got out to such a big lead, and it's stolen right back. Zil able to lay it up and in. And Metu with that 3 now has 16 points, right behind Hassan Washington with 17. Metu 2 rebounds away from a double-double. First shot from Mahia is good.
Now on the floor for drive, number 12, Nanti Ruilati.
For David Metu, has a season high in points with 16. Metu has also tied his season high in 3 points made with 2. Again, doesn't shoot a lot. Rather, he is at his season high in 3 points made, as this one falling down. Another 3-pointer is made by A.J. Tawa. Deficit cut down to 15. But Metu having a good game. Season highs in all of them. Here he is now on the other side, not able to finish that one at the rim. And here comes Drive Academy, and then foul from behind. Wonder if this is on Jordan. If it's on Sanders, it'll be his 4th.
Monroe foul on number 25.
This is actually on, it's on Metu.
That's his 2nd personal. Team 7.
Metu only with 2 personal fouls.
For drive, shooting 1
But yeah, season high for David Metu and 3-pointers made. Also a season high, career high, we could really say. He's only a freshman from Nigeria. And the freshman from Nigeria has been showing the country well. Ryan Williams Jr. Pong, looks like he may have gotten away out of another highlight play from Ryan Williams. Kicks this one back out. Sanders to Pong. Pong Driving the baseline, inside, finds a Metu for a jam. Now with 18 points. David Ametu with a career high of 18 points and 2 3-pointers made. Also with a season high in rebounds with 8. Having a career day is the freshman from Nigeria. Inside, Mahia finds Sanders, no good. Nearly a rebound from Metu. He's also looking for his first career double-double. Here's Guma. Zill. And that one may have been an offensive interference after the tried putback from Tawa. As it looked like Rohu Alanti almost had that three-pointer to go. So offensive interference, don't count the points. 5 minutes left to go in the game. Mahia, Metu, Metu inside, and a wow shot from Ron Williams Jr. Such athleticism, especially at the rim.
Drive foul on number 11, A.J. Tower. That's his first personal.
Tower call for the personal.
Team's 8th. Ryan Williams.
Shot is good from Ryan Williams Jr. Has 9 points along with 4 rebounds and 2 assists. Also with 2 steals. Doing it on both ends of the floor. Second shot is pure. Puts him in double figures now with 10 points. Down 17 is Drive Academy. Ryan Williams Jr. skies for the rebound. The 6'4" guard can jump out of the gym. Here's Ryan Williams Jr. on the attack. Kicks this one back out to Mahia. Knocks it down. Eric Mahia. Now with 19 points, shooting 2 for 3 from three-point range. With 7 assists along with 2 steals right behind the guy that dimed him up, Ryan Williams Jr. Both having great games.
Score the basket. The basket is good.
So outside of
15, Killian.
Riley Dunn, 4 out of the 5 starters are in double figures. Mahia with 19, Sanders 13, Ryan Williams Jr. with 10, and Hassan Washington with 17. Mahia stripped from behind. Here's Guma. Guma inside, blocked for a brief moment from Metu. Ruilanti is right there to lay it up after the Guma miss. Metu to Williams Jr. Cross-court pass to Sanders. Sanders from 3, knocks it down. Jordan Sanders shooting it from beyond the arc with a high efficiency tonight. He's gotten a lot of good looks and made a lot of tough shots. This one inside, count the basket and the foul. Going to the line for one more is A.J. Tawa after the foul from Metu. Metu with 3 personal fouls. Able to knock down the extra. Maya being pressured all the way in the backcourt. Ryan Williams Jr. out to Sanders. Sanders puts the ball on the deck. Picks up the dribble. Finds Ryan Williams Jr. from possibly another alley-oop, but goes and finds Mahia again from another three-pointer. My goodness, no one could miss today for the Mustangs. By himself, practice shot no good from Tawa. Rebound from Hart. Maya feeling it in a groove, inside, left hand layup, no good, but a foul. Monroe up 18, dominating, have been dominating this one since the start of this ball game.
At the line for Monroe shooting 2 shots, Eric Mejia. Now on the floor for drive, number 40, Joseph Tala, and number 17, Patrick Otto May.
So coming into the game for Drive Academy for the first time today, Patrick Adame, a sophomore from Brazil. Rohilvanti finds Adame. Adame hop steps and tried to hook that one in. Nothing is there. Comes up short. Maya. Bullet pass to Sanders. Sanders was looking for a cutting Hart. Nafez Matsu on the far side and fouled as he was just trying to get his dribble together. Ball dribbles all and rolls all the way out to head coach Justice Graham, who can't be happy with his team and how they came out to start it out. But for a brief moment here in the second half where they cut down the deficit to 11, showing a lot of pressure. Drive Academy went on a 9-1 run to cut it down to 11. And after that, just lost the spark and not able to get open looks as they were once before. And Manuel Peral comes in as Jordan Sanders more likely will be done for the night. Sanders on the night finished with 16 points, 50% from three-point range, along with 3 rebounds, 4 dimes, and 2 steals. So since Drive is over the foul limit with 10 team fouls, everything will be 1-1 for the Mustangs. But for the Mustangs, looks like they're gonna come out of this one with a win. Up by a large margin with only 2:18 left to go, and Metu only adds to his career totals. Again, only a freshman, has a lot of time to grow in this Jeff Brewstad offense. Coming into the game for the first time tonight is Jago Robinson, able to get some burn. A freshman from Brooklyn, New York. Rolanti at the top. Not hesitant shooting. That one rims out. And another rebound from Metu. Career highs for Metu all around. Hart for 3, straight on. Killian Ethart, the freshman from Hilo, Netherlands, getting in on the fun. Here goes Jago. Jago, not able to keep the ball in his hands. Meha not able to knock it down, fighting for the rebound, but last touched off of Hart. Drive Academy will get the basketball back as Eric Meha's night also will be concluded. Fakir Mosley comes back into the game. For Eric Meha, 24 points, efficient from the field, 7 for 12, 3 for 5 from three-point range. Got to the charity stripe 8 times, knocked down all but 1. 6 boards, 7 dimes, and 2 steals. Just a great night from the freshman out of Bronx, New York. Jago inside, off glass, nothing there. And then Metu almost with the rebound. Hart, double clutch layup, and he's able to put that one back up and in as Killian Ethart getting on the board a few times, only with 3 points. Air ball, and right under the basket, but can't put it in, was Joseph Tala. But Tala looks like he was fouled into the basket. Ed Hart called for the foul.
Team's 10th. At the line for drive shooting 2 shots, Joseph Talo.
So the Mustangs going to go on to win this one. Their next game will be during the Monroe University MLK Classic. First game of that stretch, as they have 4 games during that Martin Luther King Classic. First of 4 against Howard. They'll be here from New Rochelle, New York, from Monroe Athletic Complex. They'll play Howard Erie Community College, Howard again on the 19th, and then they'll also play a ranked Division II, number 12, Monroe Community College. As putting that up and in is Joseph Tala, and they'll more likely do it for today's game, as it was just a dominating performance from all of the Mustangs. But again, not much you can say aside from what a career day from David Ametu, having career totals all across the board. David Ametu, the freshman from Nigeria, 21 points, 12 rebounds. He gets his first career double-double with 3 steals. Just a highly efficient night from the big man out of Nigeria. So Drive Academy, as I was talking to head coach Justice Graham, they're going to be here for another week. They don't leave till the end of this month, around January 22nd, as they have a lot more games left to be played here in this New York City area before they head back to Europe, where this team is originally from. And what just a confidence booster from the Mustangs on an emotional night where they were honoring Professor Ramos. Able to come in and get this sure to win in dominating fashion. Final score here, 101-73. Looking to talk to head coach Jeff Brustad on his thought process on today's game. Again, more likely he's obviously happy with the final result, with the W, but at one point the team had his largest lead at 22. The deficit was cut down to 11 midway through that second half. Wasn't pleased in the timeout, but then made sure the guys were locked in to finish off this game